What up with it? Ain't had no games yesterday, dog. Get these lights going.
One final
Light it up like Christmas.
For the playoffs, or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. 2nd and 13. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they can't talk to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Palm sweaty. You put some lotion on my shit.
And that's the Raiders first. From midfield now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to pass on 1st and 10.
Catch that shit, bro.
Defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's in trouble. He's brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That's tough,
No sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
That's incomplete on 4th down. And they'll turn over possession.
Every time you get ready to throw the ball,
get hit. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Pocket is open up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it.
What in the fuck? What's the guy?
Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily.
What was the safety over the top,
game, but starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery.
Right, a breakdown in coverage.
What they're going to do schematically. A lot but answers have to be found defensively.
This nigga, bruh. This man just had a complete blown assignment, bruh.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos.
Blown assignment,
ready
dog.
to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Fits it through the middle. And they finally break him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field and you can depend on.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy, a lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Back now, pressure on its way. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. He's on the move. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos pull that in front further, 13-zip. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught by Flowers. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. From the 40 on second down. Finding Flowers. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pass play on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. And now the Raiders are going to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
First and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Third down run with Brooks.
Bro, how you got out of that, bro? Come on, man.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
I don't even know how he got up out of that shit, bro. He should have been tackled for a loss. Easy.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He'll throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. from the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos go up by 12. They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos bump the lead up to 13 points. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He throws a bullet to the... He's got it deep downfield. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're throwing it. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 2nd and 1. That's taken in nicely by Broncos. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Working quickly here. 1st down from the red zone. Ooh, he gets as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They'll throw it again. Buys time, rolling right. Intercepted in the end zone. Keely Ringo picks it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Throwing from his own end zone. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down from the gun. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. the
Come
fair
on,
field.
man.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Still sticking with the passing game. Complete out to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up second down. He'll throw it yet again. Able to find Hawkinson. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it first and 10. Throwing it again here. Has it down close. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Brooks will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He rolls to his right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up third and goal.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Headed out right. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going up.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick six. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He throws a bullet down the right side. Big gain downfield. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
34-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hutchinson reels it in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34. Has the connection to Hutchinson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey, you don't need to run hurry up offense.
Back to throw now. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. He stays up. Forced out to his right. Now he's going deep right. Brother hits another interception. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Broncos do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a throw. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to the air here. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Looking. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going for this. He fires one deep down the left side. They connect on the deep shot. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. don't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
3rd and long for him here. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing from the gun. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now.
Why you throw it behind him, man? What the fuck?
Keely Ringo picks it off. It's a foot race. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6. You get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Caught by Flowers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing it again here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll throw it again. Complete here to Bowers. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Working quickly here. He'll throw it yet again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close.
Yeah, that tackle being abused over there.
It's in the hurry up here.
You're getting fucking abused.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Offense up to the line fast. They'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again following the sack.
Why every pass is behind the fucking receiver,
There he
bro?
goes, right sideline. 30. To 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got...
Into a crowd and, intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another two added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the two-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, following the pick six. And has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 2. Finding Flowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Working quickly here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed to Flowers. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing from the gun here. And they pick him off again.
They didn't even fight for the ball, bro. Just let him take it.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
He'll get this one to Brooks. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Still sticking with the passing game. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. first throw for the backup now. Launches one deep downfield. Wide open downfield. Got it! All the way. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos are running them out of the building. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. He lets a
Oh my goodness, bro. He a terrible passer, dog.
And they catch up to him.
God damn.
Until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Pass play on 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now it's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to the well again. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Offense up to the line fast. Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos close to avoiding that winless season. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd and long for him here. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's going deep this time. And it falls incomplete.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And they pick him off again. Debo's got it. And the Broncos get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. Caught by Flowers. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. From the red zone now.
Man, come on, bro. How you fucking slow the fuck down? God damn.
Left side, he's off to the races. Hits the 20. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. All right, now another opportunity to convert this two-point try.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. On the move, headed right. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Broncos 61, Raiders 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Try and push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Broncos. And they draw first blood.